today on Transformation with Pastor Anny Ikebudu.
Welcome to our business and leadership service, Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 15. We are coming to the business end of this series. In the next 2 Sundays, we're going to end this series. All right, so it is getting more serious, more intense, and more technical. Let us read together. 1, 2, 3, go. The labors of the foolish wearieth. Amen. Please be seated. This morning I will continue from where I stopped last Sunday. Last Sunday I was talking about core competencies, right? Come on, right? I want to hear from you, right? Was it here I was talking about it? Was it another place? Where did we stop last week? Where did we stop last week? Huh? What? USP, okay. We said that every business that wants to be strategic and wants to be unique must have a USP. And what is USP? Your unique selling preposition. What makes you unique? Because it is your uniqueness that you actually market. You don't market the features of the product, you market the uniqueness of the product. Okay, so what is core competence? Core competence is simply what makes you stand out. What makes you stand out? What makes you stand out from your competition? What makes you to stand out in your chosen field of endeavor? We said last week that if you are doing business and there's nothing unique about your business, you are simply a Me Too business. What makes you to stand out? I think one of the greatest errors of life should be the day you found out there's nothing unique about your life. Nothing unique about your experiences, nothing unique about your business, nothing unique about your ministry. That should be the worst day of your life. You cannot survive and succeed and thrive in today's business if there's no uniqueness. That is why we need to understand this principle of core competences. Core competences. So in understanding core competences, the starting point is to understand that as a businessman, there must be something unique about your business. I can't say it enough. I want to repeat it until it enters your subconscious mind. There must be something unique about your business, about your ministry. Something unique. Say, neighbor, is there anything unique about what you do? So what's the core competence? Core competence is an advantage you have over your competitors that cannot be quickly copied, that cannot be quickly imitated. Before something can be called a core competence, it must pass 3 tests. Before a skill, before something you do, before a practice in your business, on your job, can become a core competence, it must pass 3 tests. It must pass 3 tests. The first test, every skill, every practice, every facility must have before it can be called a core competence is the test of relevance. The test of relevance. That thing that makes you unique in your business line, is it relevant to your customers? Is it relevant? That thing you say that makes you unique, is it relevant to your customers? Do they care about it? Maybe you are targeting the mass market. The mass market. And you go and package your rice in a very expensive and exotic package. I know in mass market, what drives people in mass market is quantity and what? Price. Am I making sense? Quantity and what? Price. So you go and package your rice in a very exotic, luxurious packaging. And it's expensive. And the man comes to buy rice, and you're telling him this rice is now 100 naira. You say, why? He said, because of the packaging. Does he care about the packaging? So before something can be a core competence, it must be something that is relevant to your customers, relevant to their needs. So that thing that you say you do very well, that thing that is unique to you, is it relevant? That you pray very well, that you are the best prayer warrior, is it relevant to your customers when they come to buy shoes from you? Anybody who's going to buy shoes from you is not coming for prayers, right? Come on, right? What the person wants? He wants to buy what? Shoes. He doesn't care whether you pray well or you don't pray well. What he wants to buy what? Shoes. So the thing you say that makes you unique, makes you different from your other competition, is it relevant to your customers? Number 2, the second test of core competence. That thing that makes you different, can it be easily copied? Can it be easily copied by your competition? I didn't say impossible to copy. Can it be easily copied? Before something can be a core competence, it must be something that cannot be easily copied. Which means by the time they can copy it, you have moved. Is it okay? Some years ago, we started to brainstorm about our core competences. What makes us unique in House on the Rock? I was dealing with some of my team leaders here. And we said that excellence can no longer be our core competence. But everywhere you went to, say, how from? They say it's excellence. Excellence. Because I now found out that excellence can be copied. Excellence can be bought. Because what they call excellent is what they see, right? So, someone who has money, who borrows money from the bank, can replicate your excellence. Replicate your ambience, replicate your equipment, replicate your facility, even hire musicians, even hire ushers, hire marketers. So if something that you do that you call a core competence can be easily copied, then it is not a core competence. This is where the problem lies, and this is the fulcrum of this class. I want you to start to think about something that you can introduce to what you do, on how you do what you do, that cannot be easily copied, and yet it is relevant to your customers. So we say that the only way out is training. Because training takes time. Training does what? Takes time. If you improve the quality of your personnel, other people may come and want to copy, but it will take them time also to improve the quality of the person. Why did China take businesses from Europe and America? Why? What was their core competence? Their ability to produce cheaply. Their ability to do what? Produce cheaply. And they looked at the Western world, they looked at America and found out that America cannot produce cheaply because of their trade laws. Because of their labor laws. Their wages are high and they can't come down. Wages will always keep increasing in North America because of their trade laws. And China reversed it, made sure that their trade laws were repressive, as it were, and make sure they had cheap labor. And they took breakfast from USA. That's why most of the things you wear, most of the things you buy from America are produced in China. Is he okay? Is he okay? So America looked at it, okay, fine. We can't compete with China on these labor-intensive markets. because they have cheap level. So what did they do? They said, let us create a business, our own niche of technical market. Technical market that Chinese people cannot copy. So they went into the production of heavy equipment, scientific equipment, aircrafts. So even though America can buy all the sneakers from China, one aircraft China buys from America has balanced the deal. Because they found that we can't compete with them here. So they started to build core competencies in a certain direction. So, number one, that thing that you think is unique, is it relevant to your customers? Number two, can it be easily copied? The number three is kind of technical. Does it have a width or a breadth of application? Let me explain. Can it be used in different niches of that market? Can it be used across the market spectrum? Is it only usable in one small place? Can you use it in other businesses, other niches? For instance, speed of delivery. Can speed of delivery be used in other markets? For instance, excellence can be a core competence, because excellence can have application in different niches of our industry. For instance, you come to House on the Rock. Excellence can be employed in our ushering department. Excellence can be employed in our music department, in our housekeeping, in our prayer, in our preaching. Understand? So it has a breadth of application. It's not something that you can only use in the music department. Training can be used in every other aspect of a business, right? Come on, right? Are you talking to me? Right? So, without a core competence, you are not yet competing, you're not yet strategic. You must have something that makes you unique, and that thing that makes you unique must be relevant to your customers. Number two, it must be something that is not easily copied. Easily what? Copied. Walmart said that their secret to their success, their business model, was simply this. You know, Walmart, the biggest retail shop in the world. What was their secret? Sam Walton said that the secret behind the success of Walmart was their willingness to travel to the farthest parts of the globe to buy things cheaper than any other person, and transfer the same advantage to their buyers. So they go out to anywhere in the world to buy things cheaper or cheapest than any other person, and they now bring it back to America, to their shops, and sell to their customers at the cheapest possible price. That was their strategy. What makes you unique? In your office where you're working, what makes you unique? When people come to your place of work and you're not there, do they ask after you? If you don't come to work, your boss, how does your boss feel? Can you be easily replaced? If you can be easily replaced, you're not strategic. There must be something about you. I was listening to Mike Murdoch yesterday. He was saying something that if you want to succeed in life, in ministry, he was talking about ministry, find an aspect of life and be a master of it. Say there are a lot of things you can master. You're a minister. You can master faith, healing, giving, Holy Spirit, hope. Understand? So find one of them that resonates with you and become a master there. Study all the scriptures there. Be an expert there. That's how you can survive and succeed. Likewise in business. There must be an aspect of your business that you are a master in it. Quickly, how do you determine a core competence? Number one, you must, it's in the book. You must list 5 things that influences your customers' buying decision. I can't say this enough. 5 things that influences your what? Customers' what? Buying decision. What influences them to make purchases? When someone wants to buy a suit, what influences his buying decision? When someone wants to eat food, what influences his buying decision? When someone wants to make their hair, what influences their buying decision? Someone wants to cut his hair, what influences his buying decision? What does he expect? Because what he expects is what influences his decision. I think I shared it here last week, or was it in the master class, where some years ago when we were still at Sweet Fast Food, where our generating set was bad, so I was at the generating house. They were fixing it, and some people were coming to church. Some ladies were coming to church, and they were excited coming to church. And they didn't see me because I was at the gen house, but I was seeing them and hearing what they were saying. And one of them was saying, "Man, the kind of dance where I go dance today, you don't get to it, you don't get part 2." Her friend said, "You go dance past me today. You know, see the shoes where I wear come. See my shoes now. I wore these shoes purposely so I can dance well." I said, when they come church, come dance, eh? So dancing influences why you come here. I said, okay, beautiful. We now invested in sound. We bought equipment, synthesizers, voice synthesizers, good microphones, so that you will dance. And in dancing, we can give you the word. Is it okay? Don't ever neglect the needs and the expectations of your customers, no matter how silly it sounds. When we say, is this spiritual? I don't know. But Jesus, these things that were not spiritual also. You must do things that is called casting the bait. When they come to eat the bait, you can give them the real stuff. In business, you must know what influences your customers' buying decisions. List at least 5 of them. If you are working, if you are a career person, list out 5 things that influences your bosses. What they call it again in the bank? Yearly. What influences your boss's yearly appraisal of your work? Every organization, good organization, they do what is called yearly appraisals to know that you are qualified for what? Promotion. You must find it out. What influences the appraiser for promotion? 5 if you're a business, 5 if you're working. Then you now ask yourself, of all these things, what core competencies do I need? What skills do I need to be able to fulfill my customers' buying expectation? What influences their buying decisions? What must I do? What competencies do I need to be able to fulfill that their expectation? What competence do I need to fulfill my boss's appraisal expectations? Second thing, you write down 5 competencies that is required to fulfill those expectations. Then the next thing, as I'm closing, is to ask yourself, of all these competencies, which one do I have? Which one do I have? The competencies that are required to satisfy my customers' buying decision, which of them do I have? Which of them do I possess? Why are you too quiet? Is it abstract? Shall I prophesy? So you have found out your customers' buying decisions, what influences their buying decision. You have now also found out the competency that is required to fulfill that buying decision. Now the next thing is, which of these competencies do I have? Do I have one of them? Which one do I have? Which one do I have? If you don't have any of them, what are they? But it's not the end of the game. So, and some people here may not even know how to know whether they have any of them. So what do? You brainstorm. Someone say brainstorm. Someone say brainstorm. You call people that know you and ask them, of these competencies, which one do you think I have? Who work closely with you. Ask them. Ask them. You'll be lucky if they mention one. So may say you have 2 of them, but if they don't mention anyone, wahala still there. But if they mention one, what does it mean? It means that is where you must concentrate on. It means that's where you must what? Build upon. That's where you must give life to. That's where you must take more training, more networking, more work on, so you can sharpen it until it becomes something that cannot be easily copied. Anybody can develop a core competence. Like last week, he asked a question. If you find out you don't really have it, you can choose one that is connected or that is closely aligned to your personality, to your education, to your passion, and start to take trainings on it. Start to take trainings on it. Very soon I will start another level of my ministry, which is leadership coaching, raising apostles in the marketplace. But hear this. When I came here, I did these things. I'm sharing with you right now. What are people who are coming to church, what influences their choice of a church? Is it okay? What competencies are required to be able to meet their expectations? And what niche market do I want to play in? So I chose empowerment niche. So what did I do? By the time I came here, I wasn't good in empowerment the way I am today. I'm not yet there, but I'm not where I used to be. What I do? I bought materials in those fields, those lines. Both spiritual materials, intellectual materials, and social materials in that line. I started to study 6 hours every day. If I want to produce books like this, I can produce one every week for 50 weeks. Because I have spent time building my capacity in this dimension. I started training myself in empowerment, leadership, entrepreneurship, business. There are some certain levels we're not even entered into. Not to teach that, because some of you will not get it because or your businesses are not yet there. So you can, once you identify what your core competence should be, you can train yourself. You can train yourself. I think the worst thing that is happening to business people in this part of the country is that businessmen never take training. The average businessman in this town does not go for training. He thinks he knows the business. But what most of them are doing is just trading. For you to move from trading to business, you need structures. And you require training. You require capacity development. That's why once you are sick, your business goes under. But the training must be strategic. What I call strategic training, that you have found out what you need that will help you create a sustainable uniqueness in the industry, and you set your heart, your mind, your resources to sharpen yourself in that direction. So you can stand out. But they say a jack of all trades. I can't hear you. So what are your core competencies? It's in the book. What are they? If you don't have it, what should it be? What should it be in the next 5 years? What should it be? What should it be? I have someone who takes me to, every time I want to travel, I call him. He's like an airport taxi, chartered taxis. Once you call him, once he comes, the first thing he knows about his car, no matter any time you call him, is that the car is clean. Very, very clean. No offensive air fresheners in the car. Very clean. And by the time you sit down, you notice that he has put today's newspaper by your side. Today's what? I can't hear you. Newspaper by your side. And a bottle of big water, this 1 point something liters by your side. And as he's moving on, he'll give you sweets. Say, oh God, be wine in your mouth. So, but people in this line of business, they say the guy carry juju, they do business. Like he's always carrying big men. Like the big men he's the one that big men are always calling. But he has found out what big men like. You can buy his kind of car, but you not get his kind of clientele. And if he carries you once, he knows your name. He'll be calling you. If he's passing your village, say, oh, chairman, I'm just passing your village now. His competitors may not know this thing. But he will gist you. If you from here to Enugu, you hear all the gist of Aba. It makes him unique. It makes him unique. And he charges better than other people. And he's always busy. If you want to use him now, you have to call him 2 weeks in advance. I'm about one of the people that will call him and say, I need you on Tuesday, and he will cancel all that things. Pay attention. See, the economy is getting tighter and tighter. There's no business you are doing now that others are not doing. And as it is, if you start to do a business and you just buy a car in that business, people will say, oh, there's money in this business, and all of them will jump into the business. To protect your business, there must be something unique. You must have a core competence. Something that is relevant to your customers. Something that is not easily copied. And and some that can apply to every aspect and niches of that business. This is where your work begins. This is where the thinking begins. This is where the boys will be separated, or the men will be separated from the boys. Because 98% of the people here will not think after now. Only 2% will dare to think and apply this to their business. God bless you in Jesus' name. I pray, before you clap, I pray that you become part of that 2%. I pray you become part of that 2%. We don't like blowing our trumpets. There are people I have done these seminars with, these personal trainings with, companies I've done it with, and their sales, their income in 1 year quadrupled. Quadrupled. Because once you are unique, you'll be noticed. Once you're unique, you'll be noticed. Look, even in ministry, look at the people that are trending in the ministry. They're all unique. They're all unique in one way or the other. If you want faith, you know where to go to, right? There's an apostle of faith, right? If you want fire, 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 you know where to go and get fire, fire, and die, 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 you know. What would they say about your business? If you want quality, go here. If you want durability, go there. If you want guarantee, go there. If you want quick service, go there. If you want the best prices, go there. If you want the best after-sales service, go there. What are they saying about your business? If there's nothing they are saying about your business, then I'm talking to you. You have to go back and work. Think. Apply your mind to the end that by the time you're done, people will say something about your business. God bless you. You know, one of my greatest fears is that you're working and people are not working with what you're giving them. But it's okay. If only two people will work with this and they build mega businesses, I'll be grateful to God. Grateful to God. See, you can build anything you want to build. You set your mind, your commitment, your energies to it. If you dare to think, Africans don't think. That's our problem. We don't think. We don't think. We rather blame people. Blame Buhari. Blame our parents. Blame our families. Blame witches and wizards. Hear me. If you fail, the blame rests squarely on your shoulders. There are opportunities everywhere. We just have dry minds. Let me say it again. There are opportunities everywhere in Nigeria. We only have dry minds. What if you're saying, oh, if this was in place in Nigeria, that was in place in Nigeria, I would try. You say lie. If those things were in place, you'll not even start business. You'll be a worker somewhere. Because bigger businesses will come and take over that opportunity. What do? Think. Apply your mind to wisdom. Bring out 1 hour every day to think about what you're doing. Strategize. Learn new things. Strategic men work more on their businesses than they work in their businesses. You'll get it when you grow. Strategic men work more on their businesses than they work in their business. The major work in business is working on the business, crafting a strategy. Crafting a strategy and setting out ways to implement your strategies and being committed to that implementation. God bless you. Shout glory to Jesus. Say, neighbor, I beg you, Be more strategic in your enterprise, on your job, and in your business. Neighbor, I declare by faith that you will succeed, you will thrive, you will flourish in what you are doing. Neighbor, can I be a prophet to you this morning and declare that you are going to be a market leader in your line? You will lead your line. You will be, you will be numero uno in a certain aspect of your business, of your line. This is my prayer for you, and it's my prophecy over your life. In Jesus' name. Shout glory to Jesus.